welcome to the next weekly vlog. So this is week 3 of September. So I didn't vlog anything yesterday other than my last day taking care of Jethro. Got a little b-roll of him. He was super excited to see me yesterday. I think he was a little lonely. I didn't get to visit with him much on Saturday. Saturday was kind of a hectic day. Yesterday, I just read some One Piece because I'd gotten over my 30 physical volumes. And I just didn't feel like carrying around extra things with me that day since I was mostly going to be at work. I was really exhausted yesterday, so I just didn't want to really deal with any of it. So I read volumes 91 through 93 of One Piece. My book that I'm currently reading, because I did finish Dawn of the Wolf Night in the previous vlog. It ended fantastically. It's a 5-star. I really loved it. I realized I didn't fully tell you my final thoughts, that yes, I love it. It kept going a direction I loved, and I really liked the resolution to it. So anyhow, so yes, 91 through 93 of One Piece. We are into Wano now, and I'm really loving it. I can't say too much because I'm 90 plus volumes into a series. If you know One Piece, you know where I'm at. I am in the second act of Wano, to be even more specific, and I loved it. I just love the series. I mean, I never thought I would be the person who loved One Piece so much, but I do. I think ultimately I do prefer to watch it over reading it, so I won't read ahead of where the English dub is at. So if you expect me to, don't expect me to. I really also don't really want to get ahead of the physical US releases in English, even though the chapters are further ahead. I don't think I'm going to get ahead of the physical release. That way, community-wise, I at least know where everyone in the community who, is current is at before I, talk about things and whatnot. So, yes, I'm also a little bit rambly this morning, but exciting thing, my new audiobook, I had started there and then I went on a whole tangent. I started the pumpkin spice latte, or not the pumpkin spice latte, the pumpkin spice cafe. It's really sweet. You can definitely tell it's greatly inspired by Stars Hollow and Gilmore Girls. And I'm not mad at any of that. I'm a huge Gilmore Girls fan. And I love fall, I love coziness, and this is just very much playing into that. I'm enjoying it. I've only got like 2 hours left in it, so it shouldn't take me too long to get through. I probably won't finish till tomorrow, though, because I still need to read some manga today. I'm not sure if I'm going to read physical things or if I'm just going to read more One Piece. We'll see how I'm feeling in a little bit. Again, it's way later in the morning than should be for how tired I am, but I just exhausted. It's taking me forever to fall asleep. I've done a lot of nights in a row at work, and so I think my body just kind of doesn't know how to go to bed early anymore. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I've always kind of been a night owl, but this is worse than it's been in years. So anyways, I did get the vlog finished. I need to get tomorrow's video done before I give the members the vlog. So you'll be getting 2 videos this week. One's a short and sweet announcement, which is the announcement for Love in the Night. It's back in October. We're very excited. It will start basically as soon as I get back from Texas, because I'm going to be doing some travel in early October with friends. So you will definitely be getting a vlog that week and lots of content. So I am super excited. It's going to be a good time. I got a lot of amazing stuff read last week, and we'll see how this week goes. Hello, friends. So, it's time for an update. I have not been good about updating so far this week. Today is Tuesday, the 17th. All I've really read, manga-wise, the last couple of days is One Piece. And I'm honestly okay with that. I got my 30 physical volumes read, so I do not feel bad reading One Piece. I have a little bit of glitter still all over my face. I just took off my makeup. So today, I had a bit of a productivity day with Izzy. We did some filming, things like that. And now I'm just going to chill out on the couch, read more One Piece, because that's all I really feel like reading at the moment. I did finish my audiobook this morning while I was on sprints with Izzy. And that was the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. So I'm going to do a whole dedicated video for this one. It's not going to be like a reading vlog, but like, I'll give you my general thoughts right here, which is just that I had a good time with it. I don't understand why this went viral on TikTok. It's fun. I had a good time with it, but yeah, I think there are better romances out there. Anyways, we'll talk about that more in another video. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. I started my next audio, which is A Fire in the Sky, which is the new Sophie Jordan fantasy romance. I liked her historical romances that I had read before. There was like one with a trope that I didn't love that kind of put me off to her for a minute. But I'm excited to try her fantasy romance and see how it goes. And yeah, other than that, I'm just kind of chilling. I did a lot of filming and admin kind of stuff today. So the Love in the Night announcement is officially out there now. And so I did some stuff associated with that you will be seeing soon, if you haven't already seen it by the time you're watching this video. So with that said, I am just going to have a relaxing rest of the afternoon, reading some One Piece, having Haikyuu on in the background as my comfort, and yeah. So, I'm also going to try to rub all this glitter off the rest of my face. So, anyways, I will see you when I have more to say. Hey friends, so for those of you who know, I've been reading One Piece over the last couple of years. I have now read 1,000 chapters of a manga, which is something I never thought I would do. But I have to honestly say, I have zero regrets in doing it. I never thought I would be this person, but here I am. I love One Piece. And I think that if you are at all interested in a great fantasy adventure with lovable characters and a really fun and kind of bonkers world, I think One Piece is a good fit for you. You can read it all through the Shonen Jump app, and I highly recommend doing it that way. That's how I've been doing it. So if you've been waiting on One Piece, I would say stop. Go ahead and read it. It's fantastic. And again, I never thought I would be this person, but here I am. Hello, friends. Good morning. So I haven't shown you my face in a few days. Just been a lot of work, a lot of stuff. And I was just kind of feeling blah the other day when you saw me. So I want to get you current on what my reading's been doing. So, as I said in the last one, I did finish Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I plan on filming a video about that tomorrow when I have the day off. So I don't know if you'll see that before or after this vlog. I don't know. We're going to kind of play things as they go. Today is currently the 19th, so there's 11 days left in the month. I'm at like 79 volumes read, because I have now read up through volume 105 of One Piece, which is current with the dub, and that's where I'm going to stop for now. I have learned that I prefer to watch and then read with One Piece, so I'm going to continue to do that. So I probably am going to save up the next arc and then read through it. That's most likely what will happen for me, and I'm very excited about that. We just entered a new arc called Egghead. I don't know much other than I've met Vegapunk. And if you're familiar with One Piece, you know what I'm talking about. If not, you're just like, okay, whatever. So yes, I am calling myself current on One Piece, even though technically I'm not. But I'm calling myself current because I'm current with the dub of the anime. So the majority of the US fandom that watches it does watch the dub. So I am going to call myself current. And I love my life. It's been a lot of fun. So I have picked up some fun volumes this month. And I've got a bunch here at the house. I'm not sure if I'm going to host sprints tomorrow or not. My vlog just went live, so that's all ready to go. I'm actually doing a cafe shift at work, and I haven't done one of those in a very long time, so that'll kind of be fun to change things up a little bit in what I do in the store. So very excited about that. Let's see. What else was I going to say? Book-wise. My current audiobook is A Fire in the Sky by Sophie Jordan, which comes out probably by the time you've seen this, it'll be out. It has a very Hunger Games style love triangle. Most people will get what I mean by that. Meaning there's a childhood friend who's always had feelings and says, okay, I don't want you to have this terrible fate. Let's run away together, kind of a thing. And I just see it continuing along that vein. So we're going to see how that goes. Outside of that, my physical book, I'm still trucking along on a buddy read that is, I need to make sure the person I'm reading it with is still reading it. And I need to make some decisions because my desire to pick it up is kind of -10 most days. So I'm going to talk to them, see if they're still into it. If not, we'll probably call it and find another video to do together. Anyway, other than that, I am reading A Soul to Touch by Opal Rain, which is the third book in the Duskwalker Bride series. Should I have saved it for Love in the Night? Probably. Did I do that? No. So I just wanted something to read from an author I know I enjoy, and that is the one that was calling to me. So we're going with it. I did get approved for another arc that I'm really excited about, but I am trying to stay in the indie lane a little while longer for Self-Pub September. My audios don't tend to be that just because they're usually harder to get and to track down. And so I don't have a lot sitting on audio right now. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then manga-wise, I don't know what I'm going to pick up today. We'll kind of see how I'm feeling. I've got a few volumes in my car, so maybe I'll take some of those into work and read them on my lunch and stuff. We shall see. But in the meantime, I'm just really happy. I mean, being current on One Piece is not something I thought I would ever be. I mean, I did a little short the other day about how I've now read 1,000 chapters of One Piece and I never thought I'd be this person. But I'm also going to tell you to read it because it's amazing. Oda really has created something uniquely beautiful in One Piece. And yes, the beginning is kind of a slog, and I won't say it's not. But once you get to... For most people, Arlong Park is their deciding factor. For me, it was much later. Basically, there was a whole arc of the anime that I skipped, which now I've gone back and watched and really enjoyed. I was all in by the time we hit Water 7. And if you know arcs of One Piece, you know where I was all in, which is later than most people. And I won't deny that. I wasn't like hating it. It was just middle of the road for me for a long time. And then spouse wanted to keep going. I'm like, go ahead and go. I don't really have a strong desire to just sit and watch it right now. And then he had it on during the Water 7 arc, and I'm just like, who is this dude running around in his underwear? And I fell in love with Frankie and everything that's going on in Water 7 and Ennie's Lobby, which is really, for a lot of people, one of the best arcs of One Piece, because it is formative for so much of the crew, and specifically for Robin, that it kind of changes the whole dynamic of what they do. And, well, Usopp as well. It's very formative for Usopp. But yeah, anyways, I really enjoy it. It's a great series. Being current on it is amazing feeling. I never thought I'd be this person. So yeah. Anyways, I've rambled on about that long enough. You can tell it's not even 8 a.m. and I am tired. But I have to open this morning. So I wanted to make sure the video was up and good and that I got this clip filmed. So yes, I'm going to quickly go put on a little bit of makeup and then I'm going to head out for breakfast and yeah. When I decide what I'm reading, you'll know. Hello friends, so it is now the 21st, it's the morning. I need to update you on what I've read the last couple of days. So let's quickly talk about that. I know I've got a couple that are still downstairs, so I'm going to quickly talk about those first. So Cherry Magic Volume 12, definitely read that, definitely loved it. It was just a lot of cuteness in the ones that are downstairs. The next one is The Invisible Man and His Soon-to-Be Wife, Volume 4. Again, lots of cuteness, lots of happiness. And lastly, of the other ones that are downstairs is The Ice Guy and the Cool Girl, Volume 6. So, again, lots of cuteness. These three are just cuteness. They're short and sweet and to the point, and I just love them. The other thing that I read on, I guess it would be Thursday now, was Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Volume 20. Now, this one packed more of an emotional punch than I was initially expecting, but I really loved the conversations that were being had within this volume. This series, it starts out kind of just goofy and silly, but it's really blossomed and developed into something so unique, which is part of why I love it. It's really just a wonderful story. There's still so much mystery, so much intrigue, so much you want to know, and the cliffhanger on this one's kind of a doozy. So I'm very excited to get the next volume, which probably won't be for a while, but that's okay because I'm just happy to be current with it and I absolutely adore it. Let's talk about some other series I've gotten current with recently. So current with what I have, at least, is My Curse Casting Vampiress. So I had only read the first volume and then I bought these two. I still love this series. So on a try 3, it's a yes. There are only 5 out in Japan. 4 is out in English. I just haven't picked it up yet. Maybe I'll pick it up today if my bookstore has it, but I really love this series. I really love our main characters. Their dynamic is very interesting and not something you typically see. And so it just makes it stand out all the more. And I really just love the art style, love the cute, like, shenanigan style undertone to vampire hunting. It's really fun. I really like the twist on this series. So if you haven't tried this one or you've been thinking about it, I would definitely recommend picking it up. And then I got current on In the Name of the Mermaid Princess. I read volume 2 and volume 3. I really love the conversations that are being had here about how people treat you when you're different. Sometimes they consider you special and sometimes they'll abuse that. And I had sent Izzy a quote from one of them. Yeah, we have to stop letting our trauma close our hearts to others. And that just it just struck so close to home. And I really loved that particular moment and what was happening at the time. And I'm really excited to see where this one continues to go. I've loved everything about it thus far. And I hope to continue to love it. So again, on a try 3, this one's a definite yes. Somehow I've misplaced volume 7 of this series, so I just read that part digitally. But I got current on the volumes of Kaiju number 8. So I read volume 7, 8, 9, and 10. For this series, each and every volume gets better for me. I really love it so much. And each volume I sink in deeper to this post-apocalyptic kaiju story that's being told, and I love everything about it. I'm so excited to get another volume of this one. I believe early next month is when it's coming out. But either way, now that I'm current, I will stay current because this is such a good series. I don't want to read ahead of what's out in the English release because then I will just be too obsessed, I think. So I have to cut myself off somewhere, and that's my drawing line. So, and then I'm almost done with my audiobook. I should probably finish that today. And then we'll see when I get home what I feel like reading tonight. I'll have a decent chunk of the evening, so I don't know. Maybe I'll host some sprints or something. We'll see how I'm feeling. Probably not. I'll be exhausted, but anyway, I just really, really love it. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a rambly quick update on these series that I've read over the last couple of days. And I am just really happy with where I'm at. I mean, I believe that puts me at 91 volumes read so far in 30 days, but I've read that much in 21. So we'll see how the next, 9 days go after today. But yeah, we'll have to see how today goes as well. So okay, friends, last update for this vlog. So I have 3 things that I've read since I talked to you last. So first things first, I did finish Fire in the Sky by Sophie Jordan. This is out Tuesday the 24th, and I really enjoyed this one. I think future books in this series could be 5 stars for me, but this one was just a 4. It is solidly good. I really enjoyed the premise and the concept. Nothing was necessarily surprising to me. It was all pretty straightforward. My battery's gonna die. Let me swap it real fast. Okay, where was I? Yes, Fire in the Sky. It was really, really good. Solid 4 stars. Not unpredictable, but solidly in its lane. But I really think with where the story ended, it could go some really cool places. And I honestly trust Sophie Jordan to do it. And I really had a great time. I thought the romance built in the right way for me, considering everything going on. I don't want to spoil things, so I'm being very vague here. One thing to be aware of is there are a total of 3 sex scenes, and they are very explicit. So for those of you who care about the spice meter and all of that kind of stuff, I would solidly put this in the middle where you're not getting a lot of scenes throughout the course of the book. You're only getting 3, but they are very intense and very graphic when you're there. So just be aware of that if you're going into this book. But I do honestly recommend it. I will be picking up a physical copy for myself when this comes out. I'm very, very excited. And the audiobook was fantastic. So if you're an audio listener, that might be a better way to do it. So there's that. I do have my next book picked out, which I'm really excited about. I finally decided to bite the bullet and get the audio version of the third Gilmore Girl, because I do love me some Gilmore Girls, and I love Kelly Bishop. So I'm very, very excited for her book, and it's going to be a great time. As she's been touring, I've had some friends hit the tour, and it just hyped me up all the more for the book. So it was just time. I knew I would eventually, but I think I'm ready for a nonfiction before I dive into some more stuff. So that's going to be my audio focus this next week. Physically, I still haven't had a chance to touch base about that buddy read, so I will. Digitally, I'm still working on A Soul to Touch. Manga-wise, I read 2 volumes yesterday, and that was volumes 10 and 11 of Bite Maker, which is the end of the canon series. There is a spin-off series that I would be interested in getting in English, so if Seven Seas decides to pick it up, I will be picking it up, because I think that could branch off into some really cool stuff. There was just this one little event at the end that didn't necessarily need to be there, but it didn't put me off to the point where I would get rid of the series. So that's one where I think I want to sit down and read it all together again before I decide if it leaves my collection. I don't think it will, honestly. It ended in a really good place. I liked where it ended. So plus there's the chance of that sequel series. So anyways, that's my reading for the week. You'll get the little stat screens here at the end. But I just want to say thank y'all for being here. I know my content has been a little more sporadic lately, and I appreciate all of you who have stuck around. Things are balancing out a bit. Even though I'm going to be headed into the crazy season, I'm going to be able to pre-film some things. I already have some stuff ready to go for next week. So with that said, I am so glad you're here. If you're here just because you love me, leave me... what kind of emoji do I want? Leave me a mermaid emoji for In the Name of the Mermaid Princess this week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.